Welcome to Porter Newsroom. Today our breaking news is how kids use iPods and iPads at school. Today we have Lucas, Mary, and Bridget here from Porter Traditional School to tell us how they are using iPods in first grade. I thought iPods only played music. Are you learning how to be singers?
No, of course not. There are many things you can do with the iPod and iPad, and we will teach you. The first thing we will show you is all the good learning games we use.
So you just play games? That doesn't sound very educational.
No, we use applications to help us learn.
Can you show me one of these applications?
This is a money application we use to help us learn and practice counting money. First you have to click play, and then you have to see how many money you have, and then you type it in. And on this one, you see the number over here, and then you have to put it inside the piggy bank.
Wow, that looks like a really fun way of learning how to count money.
This is only one application. There are thousands more you can download at the App Store. The next thing we want to show you is how we read books using the iPod. When we were studying penguins and learning about Arctic climates, we read a fiction story called Taki. Let me show you how cool it is. You can press read it myself, to play, or read to me.
As the sun set on the iceberg, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and tacky were telling penguin jokes.
And you can touch it.
Shirt.
I bet you are a good reader with all this practice. Is there anything else you can do?
We can scan QR codes on the iPod to research about anything a teacher wants. I'm going to show you QR codes of famous Americans. The first thing you do is find the Craft application. Then you find any of these codes, and you pick one, and then you hit the camera to scan it. Then it would say go to all these words. The one you would click is go to URL. And to make it big, all you have to do is this. And we are learning about Benjamin Franklin.
Wow, that's a really cool way. That's a really cool way of researching. I'm sure you've learned lots of important information.
Now we would like to talk about podcasts.
What are podcasts?
Podcasts are like videos.
How do you make a podcast?
First you pick the topic on a script, then you take the script, and on the teleprompter, and record. You use the camera on the iPod to record. There is a button to start and stop. Next, you put the video on the Porter website or YouTube for the whole world to see. We've made podcasts about George Money, George Washington, and other famous Americans. And even Oobleck.
Where can I see your podcast and learn more about Oobleck?
You can find them on Miss McCullough's Fusion page. You should check them out. You might learn something interesting.
We are running out of time for today, but we would love to hear more about all the other things you can do do with iPods and iPads in your classroom?
There is so much more to share. We are learning how to make our own ebooks on the iPods and teach others using applications like Show Me and EDU Creations. The list goes on and on of what we can do.
We should love to have you back. But I have one last question for you. Why do you like using iPods at school?
I like using iPods because they make learning fun.
I like using iPods because I'm engaged in my learning.
I like using iPods because they help me learn and I can use it all by myself.
Well, it sounds like you're busy with the iPods and iPads in first grade. I'm so impressed with just how much you can do for such little people.
Bye.